Welcome, chat members, to a new installation of a new series. I have nicknamed it Sock Puppet Theater. I welcome you all in. You may be wondering why I'm still doing the stupid fucking voice. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I watched the new He-Man movie. So I wish to talk about it in a live segment on Twitch. Anywho, I'm gonna stop doing that. Okay, proper introduction. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Sockman, #1 Sock VTuber, and I welcome you all back to a new episode of a new series that I'm gonna try and start, or at least I'm gonna try and make it a more permanent series on this channel. It's called Sock Puppet Theater, as you probably have seen in the episode before. So I took my review of The Mandalorian Grogu and I just went and threw that on Twitch, or on YouTube, from the Twitch VOD, and I was like, you know what? This is actually kind of a fun thing. What if I do this with like some more movies? And thus Sock Puppet Theater was born. I about called it Sockman Cinema, or Sock Puppet Cinema, but Sock Puppet Theater just made a little bit more sense. So we're just gonna keep that name. Anywho, so welcome to Sock Puppet Theater. So part of the review is that I'm actually gonna try and draw some shit from the movie. So, oh, what the fuck? I can do that? I didn't know I could even do that. Just give me a brush. What the fuck? Oh, by the way, this is my first time ever using GIMP. Like I literally like just downloaded it. Why can't I draw? Oh, what the fuck? See, there's... Why can't I draw? What the fuck? Okay, Sockman doesn't know how to draw, apparently. How the... Yeah, just... Why can I not... Okay, this is actually really bad. It was working earlier, I don't know why it's not working now. Is my mouse not working? Do I have to unplug my mouse and plug it back in? Because since my mouse is weird like that. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Well, this is an embarrassing start the stream, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, there's been so much scuff that has happened this stream, it's like not even funny. I was like getting some stuff done earlier, and then I accidentally set the output to be as wide as my monitor, and now everything is out of whack. Which is, I feel, kind of bullshit. Because now I have to like fix everything, and I don't know how to fix it. Along with that, I was having some audio issues earlier. And plus, my Sockman model isn't correct here. Hold on. In selection, a locked layer or low opacity setting. How have I open up layers? Merge layers, stack. Is there like a layer list? I guess I need to make a new layer, I suppose. About layer 1, I suppose. Okay, now I can doodle on it. There we go. Wow. Okay, I figured it out. Also, thank you, Sheen, for first. How you doing today? We're doing a new segment on this channel called Sock Puppet Cinema. How do you feel? I don't know how to do anything on GIMP, but we're gonna figure it out today. Because I didn't want to just doodle in Paint, because Paint was kind of weird. Like, I wouldn't want to record properly, so I'd record the entire window instead of it just that one application. Let's decrease the size of that brush to like... There, that works. Here, we're just gonna do a little... There we go. Perfect. Also, I once again, I must reiterate, I have no idea what I'm doing with GIMP. I just want to make sure. I just want to like doodle shit as I'm talking about the movie. So, okay, no more bullshit. We're just gonna get right into it. So this weekend I actually saw 2 movies, but I'm actually gonna be talking about one of them. I want to talk about the Masters of the Universe movie, which, as you know, came out on Friday, June 5th. So one of the biggest things that like jumped out to me is that this is the second movie Mattel has put out in the last couple of years. The first one being the Barbie movie from a few years ago, so like 2023. So you got He-Man here. So I'm gonna try and do He-Man. Got big ol' muscles. And like here, the one thing that really like spoke out through the movie is that whenever Oklahoma, like the state of Oklahoma, is like referenced in any sort of media, it always jumps out to like native Oklahomans, because we're just like, wait, what? They chose to have the character come from here, that is what happens. Oh, by the way, spoilers for the movie. So if you don't want spoilers for the movie, get the fuck out, I guess. Come back in like 30 minutes or so. But so here we got. That's how I draw arms, right? Got big ol' honkin' arms. Perfect for holding action figure accessories. But one of the things that happened in the movie is that like He-Man as a child, or I guess Adam as he's named, is he like gets separated from Eternia and goes through like a warp like portal thing to like try and hide the sword of power, but he gets separated from the sword and he ends up in Oklahoma City, of all places. So, and like that, what really jumped out to me, like, and there's that moment where like he falls from the sword, and then it cuts to him as an adult, where he's just like, yeah, and that's how I ended up in Oklahoma City, and he's like on a date with a girl, and everybody laughed at that. I thought it was kind of funny, bro, because for one, everyone in the audience was like, huh? Oklahoma? Why would you ever want to live here? It was actually kind of funny. But I will say it is kind of interesting because this film does kind of tackle like toxic masculinity a little bit. Especially like in like young boys a little bit. But it doesn't really do a lot with it. You know? Because I know in the Barbie movie, they actually try to deconstruct, like, beauty or something, or at least, like, toxic masculinity to some degree. I'm just gonna give him fucking weak-ass legs. Yeah, what about colors? How do I do colors? Do I have, like, a color palette I can use? I can do a color fill. Oh, I can do that. Actually, I don't know anything about this. Fill similar colors, fill hole selection. BG color fill. How do I select the color? Or pointer, paintbrush. Oh, I can go by paint strokes. That's actually kind of cool. Smudge tool, paths tool, color balance. I like how I can do all kinds of stuff with colors. Wow. I can do pencil instead of a brush. Oh, okay. Man, look at me learning about all this stuff. Abstract burn. Holy shit! Look at all this shit. You guys probably can't even see like the color like menus or something. Because it's like its own individual thing. Why jitter? Get under the brushes you paint? I don't even know what that does. Oops. something like that. I'm just trying to figure out how to... I guess that's like a texture paint. Interesting. I have no idea actually how to... Images... How do I actually, like... I select other... Select... Other... There we go. Like the foreground tool. The foreground tool? Eraser, bucket, warp transform, unified transform, clone, smudge, color picker tool. That's nothing. It's tools, selection tools. What the fuck? Like all I just want to do is just like select from like some stuff. Select. Select by color tool and pick all instances of the color across your image. I guess this isn't technically an art program, this is... like a color tool. And layers. Change foreground color. I just want to do a yellow. I just want to get his hair right. All I want to do. Making this more complicated. What happened to my image? What the fuck? I have no idea what I'm even doing. This is a fucking disaster. The whole stream is a disaster. Okay, now I can doodle like that, but I can't like bucket fill. I like bucket filling just... All you want to do is fill in his fucking hair. But I can't because I'm a fucking chud, I guess. Ah, fuck it. We'll just doodle with other colors. Anyway, he's got like a... Got like a cross or something there, right? There's like an X. More of like an X, I guess. I haven't talked about the film in a little bit. Why am I not talking about the film? That's not the right color. I wanted to draw Skeletor. God damn it. There we go. Man, I gotta get better at using, like, stuff. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Anywho, so, I will say, Jared Leto's performance as Skeletor was actually the best part of the movie. I will say most parts of the movie were actually kind of, you know, they were okay. Not amazing. But, like, whenever Skeletor was on screen, it was actually, like, amazing. Because Jared Leto just went, like, full campy with stuff. And he just, like, fucking let his, like, acting chops loose. You know, I'm actually just gonna draw him from, like, Skeletor from memory. He also had, like, giant muscles for some reason, despite it being a skeleton. And he also had kind of like a, I think a similar harness to, like, He-Man a little bit. He had like a little, he had like a hood on, I guess. something like that, I think. It's like a similar kind of He-Man situation. I don't know, like, I don't know why Skeletor was so buff in this movie too. There's like a whole like scene towards the end of the film. Also, you know, spoilers for like the end of the film, but where like Skeletor is getting inside of He-Man's brain, trying to make him like doubt himself. Where he shows up in like a fucking muscle tank, and that was like, unironically, like a really funny moment to have. So I think there's like a skull like that with like horns on it, kind of like this, I think. Skeletor. I can do a pretty good Skeletor voice. And like throughout the whole movie, he was just like, fuck you, He-Man. This is what you get for being so ripped. Well, actually, that's not. That only happens when he has like the power sword. So like the whole film is about masculinity and about how like when He-Man was on Earth, he was like obsessively looking for the sword of power. Which I think this is how you draw it, roughly. Let's call it like that. Just give a little angry eyes. Also, Jared Leto's like, he has like what was cool about Skeletor's eyes is that like he had like these like, it was like a dark void with like these little red circles in them, so that way he could still emote properly. I thought that was kind of neat. There you go. Eventually I'll learn more about how to use GIMP. So the whole film is about like He-Man trying to find the Sword of Power, right? As seen by He-Man holding his giant sword. And he finds it at a nerd store, like a comic book store basically in Oklahoma City. He literally gets fired from his job because he's been like obsessively looking for the sword because it's his only way of getting home to a place where he feels like where he belongs. And what's really sweet is that like in order to like not forget any of the faces that he's met, he actually like started obsessively like drawing people from Eternia, so like Ram Man and Fisto and Mechanic and all that. But what was even funnier is that when he got home, he was like, "Oh my god, Ram Man!" He was like, "That's not my name. What? Why are you calling me that?" I was like, "But you're Ram Man and you're Fisto. You like to fist people, right?" And he was like, "That's not my name. What?" But then they just kind of accept their names and they're just like, you know what? That's kind of a cool name, I guess. So he finds the sword. He actually steals the sword from this place, even though like the shop owner was like, you know, $300 and the sword is yours, which isn't really a lot of money for like a proper weapon like that, but he doesn't even pay it. He literally rips it off of a statue and goes home with it and then doesn't know how to return home. And then like he gets abducted by the police. Well, not abducted. He gets arrested by the police the day later. He's in the back of the cop car. And then the Beast, I don't know what you call him. Is his name just Beast? I think it... Is him Creature? No, yeah, I think it's just Beast Man. He's just like this gorilla, like, beast thing that serves Skeletor. Just starts ripping through Oklahoma City for no reason. I guess trying to find He-Man. But then, I believe it's She-Ra who actually ends up saving Adam, aka He-Man. And is like, "Come with me to Eternia, we finally found you and the sword." So they go into like their, like, giant-ass, like, spaceship thing, which was actually kind of funny, because like the onboard, like, AI, whenever they're just like they're asking the ship, "Run to analytics." It was like, "Running analytics. Hull is breached." It's like, "Where's the hull breach?" "I don't know. Hull is breached." So, like, all the ship's designs in this film are actually kind of interesting. Like, Skeletor's ship kind of just looks like a giant, like, beetle thing with, like, these, like, machine gun arms, kind of like that, roughly. I don't remember exactly how it looked, but I just remember it looking kind of interesting. So like once He-Man and She-Ra get back to Eternia, that's where we start seeing more Skeletor, which I was like, oh, fucking finally. Skeletor was the best part of this film because he was so campy, but also he had a very loose grip on his power that he just wants to secure it any way he can. And plus, his reason for being evil is like not even anything like anything that bad, honestly. Like he's not like, oh, you were neglected as a child. He's just like, no, I'm the villain. And it's like being bad. Which I love the campy villains sometimes. They were just fun to have. But there's no ulterior motive. He wasn't like cheated out of something as a child. He didn't like lose somebody he loved. He wasn't like there's just nothing. He just wants to be a villain and he likes killing people for fun. That's his shtick. And then once they get back to Eternia, they go to like the Resistance hideout, I guess. And then they're just like, hey, look, we found Adam. He was like, what are you talking about? Adam died 15 years ago. He's like, no, but I'm like right here. And he shows him his Oklahoma driver's license. It's just like, yeah, that's definitely me. They know who I am. They're like, but he's so scrawny though. He's just a little manlet. By the way, like Adam, when he's like normal human without the sword, he's just like, he looks kind of like this roughly. Like you can kind of tell he has a little bit of muscle to him, but like not a ton. He's just kind of like he's just like a, you know, like a normal dude. Like kind of like this roughly. Kind of, you know, looks like that, I guess. That's when he's all scrawny. It's like, he should be ripped, he should be a man. And then like they throw him and She-Ra into the dungeon for some reason. And then that's where they end up meeting Duncan, who's like the man-at-arms who was like briefly training Adam when he was a kid. And now he's just like some drunk fool who failed, and that's how he defines his life now, is through failure. And then they also made a robot, I guess. The robot was kind of fun because it's just like this big ass robot creature. Also, I hate this fucking thing. Can I change it? Let me use a pencil. Ah, that's better. That's way better. What am I looking at? You're looking at a review of the He-Man movie. Also, welcome in the chat. I wanted to do a little bit of art, but I don't know how to do art, so here we are. Sock, what's happening? What do you mean, what's happening? Is the stream fucking up? Wait, I was having some technical difficulties earlier. Can you not see anything? Oh. Well, I guess now I gotta review the film as Mike Ehrmantraut for 5 minutes. Hold on. Walter, so what happens in the movie next, Walter? That they get locked in prison for some fucking reason because they think he's an imposter, right? And Walter, they meet a robot who's like a maid for some reason, even though they're like a combat robot. Yeah, like... that's not how his legs look, Walter. Fucking... get your shit together, Walter. Now, Walter, I swear to fucking God, if that fucking Pangea Redeem did not go through properly, I'm wringing you through the fucking dryer myself. That is some fucking bullshit, Walter. It was quiet as fuck. Walter, I'm stringing you by your fucking ballsack. You had all weekend to fucking fix it. And then you thought you fixed it. I'm gonna fucking cut off your dick, Walter. Jesus fucking Christ, Walter. Anywho, the fucking He-Man movie, it was shit. Anyway, they meet a robot, and they're like, robot, stop cleaning. And the robot's like, okay, and then busts them out of jail. And Skeletor shows up, and he's like, He-Man, give me the fucking sword, He-Man. And then He-Man is like, I got the power, I guess. And then he starts whooping ass like it's no one's business. This feels like a fever dream, Walter. You better start believing in fever dreams because you're in one, Walter. But I'll just say Skeletor fucking stole the show. There was a part where he had a muscle shirt on. It was really funny. He was also wearing like business casual and a part of like a hallucination, which was funny. God damn it, Walter, there's another fucking ad break starting soon, Walter. This is some bullshit. But anywho, after that, there's like a long fucking chase scene between some spaceships, I guess. I don't understand the point of like the Masters of the Universe having like medieval shit and magic mixed with spaceships and robots and stuff. It doesn't make sense. It's honestly kind of bullshit if you think about it, Walter. But I guess they were trying to appeal to as many boys as they could back in the fucking 80s, so... Spaceships, robots, dinosaurs, ninjas... Who cares? Skeleton Man? The Giga Chin on Sock? That's what Sockman actually looks like. He's actually closely resembles a pelican in real life. He had a good thing going, and then he got chin surgery to remove it. Anywho, what the fuck else am I talking about? That's right, they have a moment where Duncan is like, hey, maybe I was too hard on you as a child, and Adam was like, yeah, maybe kinda. I was a little boy. I was really small. And then Duncan's like, yeah, but you gotta be tough. And then they go to Snake Mountain and they kick Skeletor's minions' asses. And it was actually really cool. There was some cool lighting and a really cool fight scene. That was actually probably the best part of the movie. The chat is a little wonky. Oh, god damn it. Walter, I'm stringing you up by your fucking ballsack, Walter. The fucking chat should be working. Let me... Is it too small? There's a lot of stuff happening in the stream. I accidentally set the stream output to be the size of my monitor and it fucked everything up. So you know why things be fucked. Alright, is the chat a little bit better? I increased the size of it a little. Also, I'm turning more Midwestern the more I keep doing this Mike Ehrmantraut voice. And you don't even have your Pokebelt. Why am I even wearing this? That's a great question. I have no idea. Where am I even, like, playing Pokemon? God damn it, I thought I switched it. I just noticed. Damn it! Chat's, like, lagging behind a little bit. I mean, that's normal, though. Is it, like, really that bad? I thought Walter. Here, you know what? Walter, fix the connection real quick, Walter. It's only take, like, a few seconds, Walter. Give me a fucking second, Walter. Let me refresh the connection, Walter. Refresh. Okay, that's time. Thank you for the Mike Ehrmantraut. Let's see. Aggregation, session data. Here, I'm just gonna reset that. Alright, so that should work a little bit better now.
Hey, does anybody want coffee?
Oh, god damn it, not I can't even see if this works.
Does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee? Does anybody want coffee?
This is not helping.
You want coffee? I just made coffee.
Alright, it should be a little bit faster now.
Buddy, do you want coffee? Do you want coffee? I just made coffee.
Fuck, Walter.
Does anybody want coffee?
Walter. Why are you scuffing your stream, Walter?
Does anybody want coffee?
Okay, there we go. That should be working now.
Does anybody want coffee? Do you want coffee? Who wants coffee? Does anybody want? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Does anybody
Does anybody want coffee? Yeah, why is this, like, okay. This is some fucking bullshit, because I can see this chat perfectly fine, but for some reason, it is really lagging behind for some reason. You know what, we're just gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We're getting rid of chat. Fuck it, no more chat. Fuck chat. You guys have been bad. Remove, no more chat. Bye. No, don't worry, I'm actually just gonna, I'm gonna redo it, actually. There we go. Here, we're just gonna do this. Here, that should fix it. Yeah, see, like, it works fine. There we go. I just threw in a random message there. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Thank God. Okay, now let me talk about this movie that was so mid that I got bored several times while watching it. But, anywho. But what do you mean, boo? I was like, I can't believe the Tangia is still not working, even though I have everything, like, set as high as it will go. Actually, wait, here we go. I have an idea of how to make Tangia even higher. There we go. Okay, they made me do that, but... Alright, somebody redeem, like, a short little something. Somebody redeem something. Also, I forgot, I need to change out of my thing.
Hey, welcome back from Ad Break, everybody. My name is Space Toasters, and I'm a robosexual.
Oh, wow. You actually hear that. What the fuck? Yeah, that's better. Okay, thank God. It only took fucking 4 weeks to figure that shit out. God damn it. Okay, so things fix themselves whenever I tell them to when I'm live. Fantastic. Thank you. There we go. I took off my costume for now. Anywho, this is a He-Man movie. So as you know, my scale for movies goes from a 1 to a 10, where like a 5 is at least somewhat worth your time because there's at least something that's worth the value. But if it's between 1 and 5, I'd say like it's not really worth your time. I'd say this movie is maybe a 5. Honestly, this movie is a solid 5. Wow. He's naked, he's pulling his sock. No, I'm not pulling my sock out. Can't pull my sock out on stream. I can't do that no more. I'd be in trouble. But yes, I am calling this movie a 5 out of 10. It was okay. It's definitely a popcorn movie, I will say. I'm not, like... What a perv sock. What do you mean pervert? Like, what do you mean? It's a popcorn movie. What do you... I'm not gonna say this is peak cinema, because it's not. This movie is actually on track to underperform and, like, lose a bunch of money. Because I think it only, like, got, like, 20 million in its opening weekend. And, like, when I went to the theater, granted, it was a Wednesday, or not Wednesday, it was actually on Sunday. I only went on Sunday because they had the 6-7, like, popcorn deal, where you got, like, a small drink and a small popcorn for, like, $6.70, which was pretty nice. Because popcorn, for some reason, is really expensive. Honestly, I don't know why. I knew he was a cum sock, but damn. So what? That's just my heritage, okay? I don't let it define me. That's why I'm reviewing movies instead of reviewing other things. Anywho, Sock, I'm so close to a 30 stream streak. I tasted, bro. Wait, are you actually about to hit 30? You may hit 30 by the end of this week. I'm at 28. Oh shit! So tomorrow, yeah, you'll get that by Thursday. Holy shit! That's actually pretty nice. Thank you so much for a 30 stream streak, actually. A future 30 stream streak. Oh, excuse me. But yes, I will say the only reason you want to see this movie is because basically wait for people to upload the Skeletor clips to YouTube, because those are the best parts of the movie. Otherwise, just watch the She-Ra show, because I heard that one's way better. And also, there's that one He-Man show from like a few years ago, which actually has Mark Hamill as Skeletor. He actually does a really good job. I hit 90 in Varys' channel today. I'm trying to get 100 in both your channels. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Let's aim for 200. Watch my streams every day of the week. But yes, those are the only two reasons I would actually say for you to actually want to watch the He-Man movie, or the Masters of the Universe movie, is just Skeletor. And that's it. Just Skeletor and Skeletor. Also, I will say, like, when I went to the IMAX theater for this, because I actually got a discount for actually going early in the morning, I think they had their audio settings mixed up, because like a lot of the dialogue was just really jumbled, and it was just super loud for no reason. Like I just like the audio wasn't really balanced at all. It was kind of strange. And I just remember like having a hard time understanding Skeletor. He was just like, He-Man, bridge item, the sword. I was like, hell yeah, Lord Skeletor. Glory to Castle Grayskull. But anywho, watch the movie for Skeletor. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Just wait for the clips to be uploaded to YouTube. Secret Truth Twin, thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, now that we have that out of the way, thank you for joining me on this episode of Sock Puppet Theater. There was only minor scuff. Tune in next week for some more bullshit. Yay!